Hey, my friends, Ron Rydell here from RLR Human Capital Consulting. But today we want to talk about something that I think is important to Gen Z. And a lot of my clients and friends who have children in college, or they just started their career, or they're about to go into their career, they ask about, in this day and age with Gen Z, there's a different emotional connection to work than in my generation of Gen X. With Gen X, you were happy to get a job, you did what you were told, you took the abuse, right, verbal or otherwise, and you were just trying to grind it out. But it's a little bit different now with the Gen Z. It really, for them, it's not just about finding a job, it's really about finding themselves. But with that freedom comes some emotional pressure that other generations didn't face, right? And that's where we can get into emotional intelligence training. So really there are kind of like 5 emotional triggers that Gen Z professionals, whether they just started their career or they're early in their career, struggle with, and here's how to handle them. Number 1, the pressure to have it all figured out. Right? Your career is a marathon, not a sprint. So when you feel like you don't know it yet, you've got to understand that's okay. Careers are built by exploring, not by knowing everything up front. Clarity comes from action. Second thing that happens with Gen Zs in their career, especially early on, is there's a comparison. I believe with social media and seeing everybody on social media that they're supposedly having wonderful lives, that you would try to compare yourself to everybody else. They have everything up front, and why am I not there? Well, the social media reels aren't necessarily real life. Nobody starts with having success immediately or as soon as they get a job. It takes time. Remember, don't make up artificial timelines. If you're not where you want to be right now, your timeline isn't broken. But if you are learning, if you're understanding, and if you are excelling in your job, that is sometimes unseen progress. Okay? The third thing I want to talk about is the fear of failing publicly. You grew up online, mistakes seem very visible to you online. So when everything seems visible to everybody, it can actually insulate you and feel that I can't really take risks, right? It's kind of terrifying to take risks. The truth is, every successful person has fallen flat on their face. They have not started here and kept going here. They've gone down, they've gone sideways, they've gone up, they've gone back down again. It's messy, right? Your first draft of your career, so to speak, early on, is messy, and it's supposed to have failure. It's not the opposite of success, failure. It's the path to it, right? So just because you fail doesn't mean you're not going to succeed. Everybody fails. A fourth one that I hear a lot about lately is young professionals feeling undervalued or unheard at work. They feel like they're struggling to be taken seriously at work, right? Especially when they bring fresh ideas or they're questioning outdated systems. Your confidence is going to grow when you combine your data, your facts, with your ideas, right? Get a proven track record, right? Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. The fifth one and last one is burnout from always being on. Gen Z always feels like it has to be on. They never sit back. They never take a break. You feel like there's no rest because if you rest, you feel like you're falling behind. That's not what reality is, okay? Burnout happens, and then you need to reset. Just because you are taking a break or giving yourself a respite doesn't mean you're weak. It actually means you're strong. You're strong because you realize you're mentally, emotionally smart enough to know, I've got to give my body and my mind a rest. The body and the mind together. You want to be successful, right? You need to schedule that non-negotiable rest. Just like you schedule meetings, schedule that non-negotiable rest, okay? So if you feel any of these triggers, it's not that you're broken, you're human. Humans are emotional beings. So we react first in an emotional way, have a logical response in a secondary way. If you do that, welcome to the human race. You're human. You're not broken. That's what you are. You're not a machine. Online is not real life, okay? The key is to learning to notice your emotional reactions before they control you. That's where emotional intelligence training comes in. I can help you with that. RLR Human Capital Consulting. Contact me, free consultation. I can help you like I've helped many other college students and young professionals. Have a good day.